Hello, boys and girls. This is Miss Rafferty, and I'm here to talk to you about how to go to different internet sites in order to test your knowledge on the water cycle. As you guys know before, we have been learning about the water cycle and all the main parts of the water cycle. You were able to watch an iMovie describing the different parts of the water cycle, and you were also able to watch some YouTube videos on the water cycle and how important it is in our environment. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to go to different websites so you can test your knowledge on the water cycle and have some fun too. So you're going to go to the wiki site where all the information is on the water cycle. But what's important for you students is you have to go to the spot that says just for students. So if you scroll all the way down to the wiki page, you're going to see the information that's just for you. So you're going to scroll all the way down and you see that I'm here right now. And then you're going to look for students. This is your important part. This is what you're going to be looking for. This is how you're going to get into the different websites. So the first website we're going to go to is going to test your knowledge on the water cycle. You're going to be able to drag different parts of the water cycle into the different and correct spots in order to make sure that you are understanding the water cycle. So what you're going to do first is you're going to click the interactive water cycle right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to click right on it and it's going to bring you to a different website. So let's click on it. And we notice that we're now on the Discovery Channel website on the water cycle. So we have an introduction right here. Like you guys know before, in previous lessons, we were able to understand that water is all around us, and the Discovery Channel is going to refresh that for us as well. We can see it says, water is all around us. There is water in seas, rivers, lakes, ponds, clouds, and even the air. Did you know that water is always moving from one place to another? Let's explore and find out how this happens. So we are very knowledgeable of this, right, boys and girls? So we're going to be able to complete our own water cycle on this website. So once you finish reading this, you're going to press continue. And now we're going to read the directions right on top. The directions are in this green area right here. So we're going to read this, and it says, drag and drop the pictures to complete the water cycle. And we can see that one part of the water cycle has already been completed for us, and it's right here. We know that the first part of the water cycle involves the sun. The sun heats up the water, which is the very first part of the water cycle like we learned before. So we notice that there's 4 empty spots that need to be filled with the water cycle. And we look over here and we see that there's 4 different pictures that need to go into these boxes. So we're going to do the first one together, and then after this you're going to go and complete it yourself to finish the rest of the parts of the water cycle. So we know that the sun heats up the water, and the next thing that happens is the water becomes so hot that it is evaporated. So we're going to go over to here to our basically our picture box, and we're going to take the picture that best describes that. And I think it's this picture right here, because we can see that the arrows are evaporating because of the sun being so hot. Because the sun provides the energy for the water cycle to work. So we're going to take this picture and we're going to click on it. You're going to click on it using your mouse, and you're going to drag it over to this part of the water cycle, because we know that this is the next stop. Once you bring it close to the box, you're going to let go of your mouse, and it's going to drop right into the water cycle. And we see underneath it now gives us a little bit of a definition of what's happening in the picture. It says liquid water changes to water vapor, and this is exactly the next part of the water cycle that we want to complete. So your job, boys and girls, is to finish the rest of this part of the water cycle. If you get some things wrong, it will let you know and will let you try again. So do not worry if you get anything wrong. You're going to keep going until you fully understand it. After this is completed, you'll be able to go in and learn about the different parts of the water cycle as well. But this is a fun way for you to be able to drag and basically complete your own water cycle. So once this is done and you're completed with this website, you're going to go back to the wiki that's going to be open in there. And the wiki, member, has all the information for who? The students, which are you guys. So you're going to come back here, and we know that we've already done the interactive water cycle, right, guys? But now we're going to play a game about the water cycle, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's like a word scramble. We've done some word scrambles before where we look at all the letters and we read the information and we understand what the word would be in the blank. So you're going to come here and click the water cycle word scramble. All right, so this is Thurston's word scramble game, and we can notice that our character right here is actually a glass of water. It seems like that's been coming up a lot, right, boys and girls? All right, guys, so I'm going to read the instructions for you. The game says to unscramble words to complete 8 sentences about water. So this is going to give us some information about water and the water cycle. Type the correct word into the empty space and then click on the red flag or press the enter key. You have 3 chances to get each answer right, and then Thurston will give you the answer. To continue, click continue or press enter. So what you're going to do is this big area right here that says click here to start game, we're going to click it right here. So once you click that, it's going to bring you into the game. So we see that the first question says, all living things need blank to live. And underneath, right here in this green, you're going to see the letters that they give you. So boys and girls, we can sit here and understand that all living things need what? What have we been learning about? We've been learning about the water cycle and how important the water cycle is because every living human needs water, and we can see that the answer is water because we have a W, we have an A, we have a T, we have an E, and we have an R. So once you figure out this word, you're going to go in here and you're going to click and make sure that your arrow is showing. You see this white arrow showing here? This is showing that you'll be able to type. You're going to go into your keyboard and type in the word that is in the blank. So we're going to type in W-A-T-E-R. And then once we figure this out, we're going to go to the submit button and submit the answer in to see if we got it correct. So let's see if we got it correct. And we did. Congratulations, boys and girls. We got the first answer correct. So now we see down here it says click or press enter to continue. So now we see that the next question is going to ask, when water evaporates, it travels into the air and becomes a part of... And boys and girls, I'm going to let you figure this one out because you guys are becoming experts on the water cycle. So I know that you're going to be able to figure this out. No problem. So you're going to finish these questions. There's 8 of them, and you'll be able to unscramble all of the words. So boys and girls, this is a way for you to go online and use the internet in a safe and fun way to learn about the water cycle. I hope you guys are enjoying your information about the water cycle, and have fun, boys and girls.